Hey, I've been streaming since late July, so it's coming up on 8 months. And boy, I am surprised I stayed with it. I had people asking me to do this for years. Feels like since 2015, maybe even before. But never really gave it a go. Oh man, it really picked up when VTubers found their footing during, you know, the plague. Lots of people started hinting gently at first, and then very much not so gently as time went on, that I should give this a go. And, they flattered me. You have a lovely voice. You're a pretty good conversationalist. I like talking to you. I'm sure everyone would. You'd be a sure success, and that is very, very kind. But I did shrug them off at the time. I knew how the sausage was made. I knew what went in to making a career out of content creation. And I knew I didn't have the setup, the time, or the inclination to push for that kind of a lifestyle. Even as a hobby, I worry that I'm not a very good streamer. I don't have the reactions that I think a lot of very successful people have. I'm not incredibly loud. I'm not terribly animated as a gamer. And as far as I can tell, that's really where all the most successful people come from, both as a VTuber and just as a stock standard creator. So for years, I didn't bother getting into the scene. And then the rug got pulled out from under me. I have a couple of jobs, but they're mostly freelance stuff. I had one stable job, and that was the one that I had to leave. So suddenly I had a bunch of free time. And my friends let me know. They let me know I'd be alright. But they also let me know that I should become an anime boy on the internet for entertainment purposes. And I was quickly running out of reasons to say no. So I finally took the dive. I probably should have been putting my extra time into finding stable work again, but honestly, I wasn't really in the right headspace for it anyway. So I started VTubing, and it's pretty cheap to start nowadays. My customizable model was like $120, and streaming itself is practically free if you know what you're doing. So that was nice. I've spent the last few months and I've been streaming. However, I've also constantly run up against the same problem again and again. Gear. So, running a model, a game, and OBS all at the same time takes a lot of resources. And while some games, even some very popular games, don't ask for much, the games I'm interested in very much do. Being somewhere between a hobbyist and a casual streamer, I can't really justify a 2 PC setup. I mean, maybe back during COVID, maybe. But nowadays, with the push for all AI everything, and with tech being as expensive as it is, it's just not feasible. So, I have had a look, but the laptops I'm looking at as a means to run OBS, VTube Studio, and Shoost all seem really expensive, and I don't have the money to drop willy-nilly. So, I've also been looking at PNG tubing. It's come a long way from just being an image on a screen. They've got some amount of rigging, and they animate so well that maybe that's a way out. And obviously, I could just also get a capture card and hook up my PS5 and finally let it live as more than a Final Fantasy VII box. Well, I'll figure something out. Changes are coming, though. I just don't know what they are yet. There was something real disheartening about paying for a model and then having limited use. So, I'll have to figure out something, even if it's just these vlogs. I definitely want to continue using this model. Well, that's not true. I got my reference work done and I had my heart set on a nice half-body model. But spending $1,000 on that, if I can't use it, well, that doesn't sound like a good idea. But then, maybe here. We'll see. We'll see. I'm working on it. We'll figure it out. Everything in its own time. Anyhow, all in all, I do wish I had started sooner. But it was never really a possibility for me. And maybe I'll explain why in another video, but for now, I'm quite pleased to have finally started. Every stream has been a learning experience, and now I have YouTube to look forward to as a creative outlet. So, I'll see you in the next one. Be good. Make good decisions. Love your face. Bye.